everybody. I'm Nikita Audience.
And I'm Bronwyn Swinton.
And I'm Houston Adams.
En ek is Jade September and we are at the
Open Streets
Mitchells Plain.
Guys, the vibe is amazing here. The people are amazing here. You can speak to anybody and you know the food. Local is mos lekker.
Guys, when we came here, the vibe was so awesome. I can feel the positivity. Everybody's talking to everybody. People's walking around, driving on bikes. The music is just awesome.
You know, I'm just loving the vibes here at the Open Street. You know, it's actually bringing the community together, and that's actually a good thing for our community. Getting together, getting to socialize, you know, having some cool drinks, you know, something to eat. Like Nikita said, local is lekker.
Mense, ek is so opgewonde. Like the excitement is rushing through my bone structure. Like there's so much raw talent and a variety of activities. I can't wait to get started.
Welcome to the Plain Talks. I am Bronwyn Swinton.
En ek is Jade September.
And on the seat today at the Open Street we have Dr. John Parker. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. It's so nice to be here. I drive up and down this road every day, and it's nice just to stop for a change.
Yes, and just walk around
Meet
and
the
enjoy.
people of
Yes.
Mitchells Plain. It's a real pleasure.
So, you're the founder of Spring Foundation?
Yes, that's right. It's a foundation at Lentegeur Hospital, where I've been working since 2003 now. And it basically, after about 10 years working there, I was up to here. I won't use the words, but I was fed up and exhausted. You know, it's so sad to see people being broken down and ending up in a place like that and having no hope, and then going out and coming back again. And I had to do something about that. So we developed the Spring Foundation as a way of turning the hospital into a place of rejection into a place of hope. And basically, the problem of these places is they've been built like prisons. And they create this idea that mental illness is something that happens to other people who must be put away and we don't worry about them. But the fact is, 1 in 3 South Africans in their lifetimes will have a form of mental illness. And the worst thing is, when this happens, it's like you've got no one to turn to. And the problem is, the attitudes we have, we run away when someone has mental illness. And what they need more than anything is for community to come together and put a hand out. And that's what we're trying to do. Lentegeur, I don't know, lots of people have never even thought about this, but Lente means spring, and Geur is the essence or the aroma of spring. So it's a beautiful name. And we say that spring is about hope. You know, it's like rebirth after winter. It's when the flowers come out. So that's what we do at the hospital. We support any initiative that brings about hope and recovery through connecting things again. So we connect people to their community by helping them get ID books. We connect people to the earth by helping them to garden, and we've got a huge vegetable gardening project, and that, of course, we're selling cheap vegetables, so addressing things like food insecurity and a whole lot of other initiatives that just give people hope again, and hopefully turn the hospital from something that's like a prison to something that is a resource for the community, that builds this community into the beautiful community that we can see in bits and pieces that so many people want, but it's struggling to do that.
So how does Spring Foundation do this?
So we're a not-for-profit organization, so we basically take an idea. There's so many good ideas. So many people working at the project and in this community have lovely ideas about how we can bring back hope, how we can make things work again. And we basically develop those ideas into business plans, and we fundraise for them. So for example, one of the things in the adolescent mental health department was that nobody wanted to come. I mean, who wants to go to the Malles, you know? So we help them to develop arts therapy and drama therapy and music therapy. So now the young people love it because they go there and they play drums and they do artwork and they act in a play. And all the time they're doing that in a way that's healing them. So it's a way of connecting them again to their emotional insights and of course to heritage and to pride in our heritage, because so much of our heritage is about art and, you know, stories from the past and so on. So that's just one example. So we fundraise and we pay for the drama therapists that now work there. And our next phase is that we're going to develop that program to spread out into community organizations that work with the youth so that we can give them a mental health component as well. Because, you know, there are many organizations like sports clubs and drama clubs and arts clubs and so on. But there's so many promising young people who then drop out because of all the trauma, all the problems that they're experiencing at home. So we're going to reach out to those and develop mental health programs in those so that we're getting to more and more people in the community.
So you said you were working there for 10 years. So what made you stay there for 10 years? Why did you hold on so long? Wasn't there a time like you were like, you know what, I'm just going to walk out and forget about this and carry on with something different?
Many times, you know. But there's something I love about Mitchell's Plain. There's something really special at that hospital. You know, people only talk about the bad things, but I've met some of the most amazing people in this community and in that hospital, because the kind of people, when things are going really badly, the kind of person who can still stand up and say, I matter and I can make a difference. Those are special people, and I don't want to work anywhere else ever again in my life. This is where I'm going to retire, because there's a dream we're creating here, and that dream, seeing that dream come alive, it's the most beautiful thing in my life. So that's all I want to do.
So how did the idea of Spring Foundation come?
One day I just looked at that name, you know, and it just dawned on me. I'd worked there for so long and I never ever thought Lentegeur. It's got a meaning. And I just thought we've got to do something that brings hope, you know, and I love spring. The flowers all come out, and for me it just makes me happy. So that idea, we must bring that creativity into what we're doing and bring it alive. Yeah.
So you know, there's like some people like say, okay, you said you worked there for 10 years and you found that passion and you like said you wanted to stay there. Like, wasn't there a time when you were with them and you were like, feel like, I just want to give up completely? Because there's some people, no matter if they try, no matter how hard they try, what gave you that more energy, what motivation, what drove you to like eventually stay and carry on with this foundation?
That's a good question. I don't know if I have an answer. Yes, there's many times that you want to give up, and especially, you know, people don't get things the first time. People are scared to believe. People are scared of hope. You know, they often turn away from that. So yeah, there have been times, but I know, you know, happiness doesn't come easy in life. You do have to work for it, and you got to go deep. You know, we can all be a little bit happy on the surface. So I've just learned, you know, that you got to roll with the punches sometimes. It always begins by accepting. We've got to accept our problems before we're ever going to make them better. So some of that, you know, the problems go a long way back. I'm a white guy. I come to Mitchell's Plain. I can't expect people to just believe everything I say first time. You know, I know my history. The history of my people is they've come places, made promises, and then disappeared, you know, or ripped everyone off. So I've got to roll with that. And I love this country. I love Cape Town. And you know, I've got two beautiful daughters. They've probably been riding around in the back, photo bombing. But I want them to have a beautiful life in this country, like we all do. And that's something that's going to take hard work. So when I think about that dream, and I think about all the fantastic ingredients we've got that just need to be put together properly, I'm prepared to do the work.
Wow, it's really interesting and quite motivating. We really appreciate your time. But unfortunately, we have to go. So guys, thank you to Dr. John Parker for his inspiring words. So don't go. We're gonna be back with our next guest. Stay tuned.